Hi there, stampers and crafters. My name is Tami White from stampwithtami.com. And today we're going to be creating this gorgeous fall card using the Stampin Up Wondrous Wreath for the wreath on this hardwood front door. Absolutely beautiful, really easy to make, designed by my friend Liz Miller. All right, let's get started. Here is today's card up close. Super cute, great fall card. Works for all occasions. To make this super cool card, we'll be using the Stampin Up Wondrous Wreath stamp set and the coordinating framelit dies and the hardwood stamp set. All the measurements for today's card and all of these supplies are available on my blog. I have a free PDF for you for this card, and you can access that really easy. All you need to do is either go to this URL or click in the link in the YouTube description below, and it's all right there at your fingertips. We're going to start by creating these cool flowers. I'm using the Stampin' Up! Blossom Punch, and I'm using this particular flower on it. So we'll need 2 out of Cajun Craze, 4 out of the Crushed Curry, and 4 out of Cherry Cobbler. And then when you're done punching, we're going to take the Stampin' Spritzer. I just have this filled with water. I'm going to wet those flowers really good. And then I'm just going to curl them up in a ball. Literally, just curl them up in a ball and then gently unpeel them. And it is a quick and easy texturing technique. It's going to take a second for those to dry. That's why I started with these. So we'll put those to the side and do the rest of our card. Okay, next I'll be using the Pear Pizzazz and Garden Green ink pads for our Wondrous Wreath. Now that is a 2-step stamp set. And we'll be doing the fuller image in the lighter color and just a couple little petals here in the darker color. How this works is each piece has this little tab at the bottom. If you line that towards you, it will make it really easy to line up, and the clear stamps also make it easy to line up. So just ink them up. Actually, let's stamp this way. And stamp that on some vanilla scrap. And then we're gonna do the second piece in some Garden Green. Okay, so then we'll just line that up. Again, if you line up your little tabs at the bottom, it makes it really easy, and it's clear so you can see through it and kind of see where you're stamping, and comes out perfect every time. I did get a little overage there, but it's not a concern because we're going to cut this out. And that is the best part, the cutting out. Okay, so we're just going to lay our wreath down on the magnetic platform and 1 cutting pad on top of the Big Shot die cut machine. And here's what's great about these matching pieces. This wonderful wreath framelit set was made to go with the stamp set, and the tabs on the dies actually line up. There are 2 pieces to this die. That's the outer one, and then we're going to line up the inner one. Both tabs, if they're pointing in the same direction, should be perfect. And then 1 cutting pad on top and crank it through. And then we'll just pop these pieces out of our die. And we have our wreath. Isn't that awesome? So easy. So putting down some more scrap paper here for when we stamp our door. I've got the measurements for these 4 panels on the free PDF on my blog. So I lined them up like I would have them on the card. I'm going to take a crumb cake ink pad and the hardwood background stamp. And we'll ink that up real good. And then stamp this down. And the coolest part about this is these pieces should line up when you do that. So our patterns line up. Isn't that cool? I'm just going to take a Stampin' Sponge, dip it in that same crumb cake, and sponge the edges of each of the 4 panels. Okay, next I'm going to flip those over and put 4 Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of each, and then just peel off the back of those. So next we're going to line these guys up. What I found was best was to not press down until you're done. So just kind of line them up just really lightly so they're tacked down, but not really hard. Just in case you want to move it around a little bit after. And then when you're done, just press them down there so they're down there. Good. And then we're going to take the wreath and put 4 Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of that. And then just line that right up in the center of the door. Next, we're using this beautiful, very vanilla lace. I'm going to tie a bow in that, and I like to do this while it's still on the roll, and then cut it off because it generates the least amount of waste. And then we'll go ahead and use some mini glue dots to stick that on top of our wreath, like so. And then we're going to bring back in our flowers. So we'll use the mini glue dots to attach those to each other. So there's 2 each. And our card is almost complete. Now we've got to add the best part, the finishing touches. This here is some metal rim pearls. They come in 3 sizes. They are delicious. I'm going to use the largest. And I've got like a little backing on there. I just peel that off and we'll stick that there for the doorknob. For the very finishing touch, I've got some pearl jewels using the tiniest of them, and put one in the center of each of the flowers. And our card is complete. Just such a fantastic fall card for just about any occasion. Thanksgiving, birthday, even sympathy, celebration. This pretty much covers everything. Don't forget, there's a free PDF on my blog, and while you're over there, be sure to sign up for my newsletter because I send out free card tutorials every Tuesday. Thanks for joining me today.